So, y'all know I made a video where I told y'all never take an ex back. Somebody just now decided to comment talking about some, well, you obviously still think about them because you made a video about them. Pookie Boo, that man decided to view my profile on TikTok. And as a result of him viewing my profile on TikTok, what did I have to do in order to go block him? I had to go to his profile and click the little arrow and then go down to the block option to block him. He only became on my mind ever so briefly. He was like a fart in the wind, okay? Just like that. You heard it, now you don't ever hear it again. Out of sight, out of mind. Ain't nothing to think about. Now, I made a video on never take your ex back because I don't take exes back. All right? I can talk about all the good, but I can also talk about all the bad. And if I was to write a list, if the bad outweighs the good, that's why the nigga got left. All right? So, my thing is this, right? I want peace of mind. I like harmony. I know how I want to live my life. I know what it is that I'm trying to do. I know where I'm going with my life. He ain't got no plan. He ain't going in the same direction as me. And guess what? People can come together, but they can come or go apart their separate ways too. Because you have to be equally yoked. Well, I got all my teeth. He don't. I'm not. You see all my teeth? I ain't missing a goddamn tooth out my mouth. The only teeth that are missing are my molars that I got pulled out. All right? That's it. I'm not missing any teeth in my mouth because, I be smoking weed. I be drinking. I be getting into fights. And I just overall do not take care of my health. I have a dental plan. They don't. I got a good paying job that gives me insurance. I don't know what their situation is. Last time I checked, they was half employed or unemployed. I don't care. And this goes for men and women. When they don't care about somebody, they don't care what you got going on in your life. They don't care that you going to the gym. Was you going to the gym in the relationship? They don't care that you making more money. Was you striving to make more money in the relationship? Whatever you're doing now that the relationship is over, what that got to do with them? When a person does not want you back, they just don't want you back. Okay? That's it. That's all. Ain't nobody worrying about what they got going on. So I beg this question. Why are you curious about what I'm doing? Why are you curious about anything to do with me? Why are you checking in? I do not check in. And another thing, obviously, for him to have viewed my TikTok profile, he has my number in his phone. Now, why do I need to go through all the antics and pay an extra $30 on my phone bill to change my number when I can block his bitch ass? Block is a hell of a lot easier than changing my number, and now I got to take this new number and sync it with all my business contacts. You know that they do text verifications now. So why would I want to change and get a brand new number? And at the end of the day, if your number is blocked in my phone and you are not saved in my phone, I don't answer unknown calls or texts. And I'm more likely to block unsaid text messages or whatever. I'm not afraid to sit there and say that. When the past comes around, it got to keep going. You don't get to spin the block. And it's not a compliment neither. He knows what he did. He know he ain't shit. He know he's a liar. I can do nothing about him being a liar. But obviously, I don't deal with liars. That's why he gone. I can't do nothing about a cheater. That's why they gone. I can only control me, myself, and I. I'm not responsible for someone else's thoughts, their reactions. I can only control my thoughts and my reactions and my reality and my life and everything to do with me. So if they got it in their mind that they can do better than me, go ahead. Then when you get over there and you find out that she or he don't got better grass, that is plastic grass, that is just dirt, everything that glitters ain't gold. It look good, but it's not. I've seen lots of beautiful women and handsome men. They look good on the outside, lust-wise. But on the inside, crappy human beings. Crappy. Very arrogant. Very disrespectful. Very entitled. Just gross. Ick. Ew. Okay? So, don't dare try to tell me that I'm thinking about him. Nah, that bitch boy thinking about me. And I already told him to his face he a fuck boy. You're just nothing more than a toy. And I'm an adult, and I don't play with toys. So, move on. Move around. Bye. Adios. Not to mention, if you're married, you definitely shouldn't be checking in on me. I'm not your mistress. I'm not your girlfriend. I'm not nothing to you, because you ain't nothing to me. We were never married. Easy to cut ties. We were never in business together or had money intertwined in any type of way. Easy to cut ties. We don't have any children. Easy to cut ties. Smoothest fucking walk away ever. But let me tell you something about that same goofy ass dude. And I made a video about this, ladies, that men trap women with babies too. A man who is desperate to have an attachment to you because he is a low value man. He has nothing to offer. He's a pookie. He broke, dusty. You know what I'm saying? But they try to act like, because let me tell you, you want to know why or how I even dated that little pookie in the first place? Because little pookie came to me. A pookie addressed me. Okay? I didn't go to Pookie. Pookie came to me. And how did I find out Pookie was a pookie? Well, you over here borrowing your roommate's car, but then you lying to me talking about some, yeah, you like my truck? It wasn't even your truck, because when that roommate moved out, you had to give him the keys to his truck back. Now it comes out that your ass ain't got a car and you pushing them hush puppies called feet. Then it comes out that you freeloading off of your brother, younger brother at that. Okay, so you freeloading and living off of your younger brother. Your younger brother happens to just tell me why you can't drive his car, because he thought it was a great idea to drive his brother's car through a flood and flooded out his brother's engine and fucked his brother's car up. And he totaled his wife's car by tailgating. And you think that I'm going to be dumb enough to let you drive my car? And you can't even respect your flesh and blood brother's property or your little wife's property? No. At the end of the day, ain't nobody thinking about that dude. Just because he got hair on his nutsack and hair on his face don't make him a man. You a grown boy. That's what you are. You're a grown boy. You allowed another woman to screw you over and mess up your credit. And then you come to me talking about some, well, I just wanted to see if you was with me for my money. Sir, from my perspective, you allowed your ex to fuck up your credit, get your car repossessed. She took the house. She took the dogs. You weren't even married to that lady. and she fucked you real good with no lube up your Duke shoot. Okay? That ain't got nothing to do with me. But you come to me thinking that I'm supposed to fix you, thinking I'm supposed to rebuild you. I am not a Build-A-Bear factory, or shall I say a Build-A-Man factory. You better come put together like Mr. Potato Man, Potato Head. You better already have your face on, because if you come to me as a bald potato, I'm good. Because the most you're going to do is get boiled. You're going to get cooked. All right? I don't got time for stupidity and dumb stuff. Gonna sit there and tell me, oh, I just want to know if you was with me for my money. Sir, when you was in the military, you didn't even make a lot of money. You already got a dishonorable discharge. That should have been a red flag. But I ain't know nothing about the military. So how was I supposed to know that your DD-14 in a I didn't know nothing about that. Not until I asked my family and the people that I trust about military shit. Then at the end of the day, you doing everything under the sun. All right? You go get in this marriage, or this marriage that you claim is a sham. Well, tell the government it's a sham marriage. Don't tell me. Because how you look at marriage and how I look at marriage are different. And that tells me everything I need to know about our compatibility. We're incompatible. You're in marriage because you are in it for money. She trying to get more money. You trying to get more money. Because if that's your wife and she gets deployed and she makes more money being married to your sucker ass, then my question is, why is she paying you money every month to be married to you? I think I cut my lip. Yeah, I think I did cut my lip. Anyways, so, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody thinking about that. Ain't nobody about to think about no Jerry Springer triangle trapezoid situation where you got a third party involved. Ain't nobody in their right mind who is really a monogamous person trying to deal with somebody that's polygamous. Because if he's a grown man, as he wants people to believe, why you lying? Oh, the only thing I can do is walk away. Because I have the power to walk away. I have the power to say, this ain't for me. Take my respect, my integrity, and everything about me and walk away. Because guess what? Let's say in his mind, he had the whole box. And he just assumed I'm a hoe because he deals with hoes. He don't, look, some people, you could put $100 bill in their face and they don't know the value of that $100 bill. So instead of investing that $100 bill and allowing that $100 investment to build interest, they go spend it all willy-nilly. Or better yet, they crumble it up and throw it away. Because they crumble up that $100 bill and throw it away, that doesn't diminish the $100 bill from being a $100 bill. Because when the right person comes along and they see, oh, here's a crumbled up $100 bill, they will know the worth of that $100 bill. And that person will be the one to go invest that $100 bill. The person who lost the $100 bill, they just gonna be broke until the next time they get paid. And then they'll be sitting there in regret. Dang, why'd I throw that $100 bill away? Too late. Another man's treasure, or another man's trash, is another man's treasure. So if you want to treat people like trash, then guess what? There's also somebody that will treasure them. Boop! Out my face with the nonsense. Talk to the hand, because the face ain't listening. Like, ain't nobody got time for stupidity. I am a no-nonsense person. My tolerance for stupidity is this much. Let's zoom in. That is my level of tolerance. Damn near non-existent. So when I see people do things that You know what I'm saying? If you don't meet my expectations, if you don't meet my standards, then it is what it is. Nobody's asking you to be perfect, but why are you out here lying? Don't try to impress me. Impress me by lying, right? And then you act like your lies ain't gonna get exposed. Look, let me tell you something. I'm a spiritual woman, so God tells me everything. He may not tell me when I need to know, but I'm gonna know. Whether God has someone come and tell me about that person, whether I have a dream about that person, whether I have a intuition, gut feeling, and instinct about said person, and the vibe is off and something just ain't right, then I'm gonna back off. Because one thing that I realized in dealing with that idiot was how to recognize yellow flags. Just like yellow lights eventually turn into red lights, yellow flags can turn into red flags, okay? That is one thing that I've learned. And at the end of the day, I take accountability and responsibility for the time that I had entertained him. But 3 to 4 months ain't a long time. I wasn't in love with him. Hell, I probably just barely liked him. And the only thing we had in common was video games and anime. Outside of that, what you got? Dick and bubblegum? Dick and bubblegum don't go far neither. Lust doesn't last. It don't. So anybody that starts off a relationship and you just are laser focused on sex, something wrong with you. Because at the end of the day, that man or that woman is going to get tired of just sex. Because if it's all about sex, they can get that from anybody, anywhere in this day and age. And you can even pay for it. OnlyFans, Pornhub, escorts, prostitutes, you name it. All right? Just like they got strip clubs, they got male strip, they got the male equivalent of all of that. Okay? Matter of fact, I don't know if you ever heard of the dancing bear. Somebody told me about that. I was like, what the hell is a dancing bear? I looked it up and I was like, oh my God. Like, it was disturbing. But it exists. So, at the end of the day, like, I meant what I said when I said, don't take your ex back. There's no reason why he is calling me unknown, private, restricted. There's no reason why you making fake Google numbers. Because, I'm not saying he's a narcissist, but is demonstrating and giving narcissistic tendencies. But yet, he called me the narcissist. Baby, guess what? I don't play games. You got blocked and you stay blocked. There's no reason for you to be checking in on none of my socials. There's no reason for you to be wondering where I work, how much I'm making, who my man is, what he look like, what he do for work, because that's like sizing yourself up. I dropped a TikTok. Since said boy wants to watch, he can watch from one of his burner accounts. He can watch me post my man. My man. Yeah, he a better man. Yup, he sure is. And if he wasn't better, then I must be doing something wrong if I didn't upgrade. Okay? Because, men, they work differently. They don't mind downgrading and picking up a bum at a gas station and then turning her into something. Women are less likely to pick up a bum and turn him into something. And that's just what it is. But at the end of the day, don't be trying to size yourself up, with my dude. Oh, do he got tattoos? Is he 6 feet tall? Do he got a bigger dick than me? If he's doing all of that, trying to size my man up against him, boy, you lost. And you want to know how you lost? You lost when I left you. You lost when your wife told me that y'all married. You lost when the lies came out. You lost when your skeletons came out the closet. You lost. LOST. Gone. Done. De nada. Sayonara. A la vista. Okay? I could say it in many different ways. Goodbye. Like, at the end of the day, I don't care about him. All the care that was had, I had a mental funeral. I had an emotional funeral. I grieved that brief little interaction. But it ain't enough to cry over. It ain't enough to be super sad about. None of that. I just simply moved on. And who out there looking stupid dumb and trying to come back? You was in the fish tank, nice and safe. You had a little fish castle. Kind of like, Fairy Odd Parents, where they live as a fish in the fish bowl. Very safe. No piranhas, no sharks, no predators. But you wanted to go outside the fish tank. Well, now you coming back with your fins all tore up and missing, and you got battle scars and stuff like that. That's on you. Should have stayed in the fish tank. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. Oh well. So, to the individual who wanted to say, oh, I'm thinking about him, I don't be thinking about none of my exes. That's like saying when I drive my car, I just be staring in my rearview mirror. Why would I look backwards? Only reason why the video became a topic or that I created it is because he viewed my TikTok. But all he gonna do is see me be happy with my new man. All he gonna do is see me traveling the world with my man. All he gonna do is see me making more money, upgrading and leveling up each and every day. So at the end of the day, it boils down to he must not be happy. Because if he was in a new relationship, or if he was happy in that marriage, or whatever the fuck that situation is, then you wouldn't be worried about little old me. You wouldn't be checking in. You wouldn't be curious. I would be dead to him just as he is dead to me. The dead don't rise. So let me know in the comments what y'all think. Like, share, subscribe.